So again, very good afternoon, friends. We are into this next part of our unit number 5, which is regarding rural sanitation. We have seen how the excretal matter or the night soil or the waste from the human is being treated with the help of the or is being how it is being collected and in proper sanitation matter how it is to be maintained. That we have seen in terms of the various privies or the toilets in short. ठीक है, हम मैं भी आपको टॉयलेट बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन एग्जाम में तो आपको प्रीवी करके ही लिखना है ना, उसको दे आर कॉल्ड एज द प्रीवीज. दैट वी हैव सीन various types of the privy seen, and in detail we have seen two types, that is the pit privy and the aqua privy. And now we will move on to the next part, that is the collection and disposal of the sewage. As we all know, sewage is nothing but the wastewater from the bathrooms, kitchens, house washings, washing of the clothes, etc. So it is not that much, and it does not contain any excretal or the fecal or the night soil. ठीक है, ये तीनों का मतलब एक ही होता है, excretal refuge, and hence it is neither very dirty nor create bad smell. It is collected and disposed of by the various methods. We will see one by one. We will cover them, and then we will move on to the next part. The wastewater may be led to the pits in which animal dung and dried refuse is dumped, and will help in the decomposition of the waste refuge, convert it into the refuge by composting. जो हमारे विलेजेस में, जिसको हम गांव खेड़े से भी बोलते हैं, तो यहाँ पे जो भी खेती का कचरा रहता है, खेती में जो काम करते हैं उसमें का जो कचरा है, झाड़ पाला है, कड़बा कटर है, गाय भैंसों का गोबर है, तो इसको हम कंपोस्टिंग के लिए, वैसे भी आजकल सबको मालूम है कि दैट मैन्योर इज वेरी गुड. So therefore, for help, and it needs certain moisture for the decomposition. Again, with the help of the anaerobic bacteria, वो करते हैं. But that occurs naturally. So therefore, there this sewage water can be left, disposed of. ठीक है. Again, care is to be taken that it is covered with the soil, etc. So no flies and no bad odor will come. This sewage can also be carried outside the village in the open drains and can be left or admitted into nearby nala or any natural water course or the river. It can be also used for the agriculture purpose, for watering the trees or some kitchen gardens in small quantity, or ज़्यादा है तो it can be used in the farm work in broad irrigation if it is more in quantity. The various types or the methods of the disposal of effluent is this effluent or this sewage can either be disposed of openly into the agriculture for the irrigation purpose, जिसको surface flow करके बोलते हैं, soil absorption system, or it can be treated properly with the help of certain upflow filters or the biological filters. Again, these all three methods are further subdivided into the absorption trenches, gardening, natural water soak pits, soak wells, subsurface irrigation, surface, and the trickling filters. In soil absorption, they can either be put, that is the sewage, can be put into the soak pit, or maybe certain long trenches which are filled with the rocks, the pebbles or the metals, etc. Soak pit is also filled, and this is let out into, and it is allowed to percolate or permeate or infiltrate into the porous soil with a rate of 25 minutes per centimeter is the percolation rate it is ensured, and generally it is taken care of that it should be at least 180 to 200 centimeters. Means in that area the water table should be 180 to 200 centimeters from the ground, as well as it should be away from the well or the bore well by not less than 100 to 200 meters. Some biological filters are there, upflow anaerobic filters. It is submerged filter with stone media. नीचे से पानी फोर्स से आता है, ग्रेविटी से. This is sludge water. It is just like a trickling filter, but here the water is allowed to come, or the sewage or the sludge is allowed to come from the bottom, and it comes upwards. While coming upwards, it gets itself filtered and get treated with the uh, biological film formed around that filter media, and it gets purified. So this is in short the functioning of the upflow anaerobic filters. Another biological filters are the trickling filters. We have learnt about the trickling filter, wherein effluent is sprayed on the filter through the rotary distributor. Though it is called as the filter, actually whatever media or medium is there into these trickling filters is either the pebbles, crushed stones, aggregates, or the crushed brick bats, etc. And the film is formed around that material, and when the sludge or the sewage percolates, it gets decomposed with that microbial film of the aerobic bacteria, and certain air is also provided into this trickling filter with the help of the ventilation or by providing the compressed air, by providing the air vents and allowed to decompose that material, that is the sludge. Now we will move on to the next part, which is in our syllabus, which is called as the septic tank. Okay, very important. Not only from our study point of view, not only from exam point of view, but these septic tanks also provided in our various villages, in our towns, small towns, where no water carriage systems are there. And individual bungalow, या एखादी बार ऐसा भी होता है कि हमारा मकान कहीं खेती में होता है, गांव के बाहर होता है. So in that case, the such septic tanks are provided for the proper sanitation, for the proper disposal of the waste from our houses. So let us move into this. We will understand. On every almost slide, you will see the photographs or sketches of the septic tank, so it will be better to understand it. So in order to provide satisfactory disposal of the sewage received or obtained from the isolated buildings, from the small institutions, यानी जो जैसे हमारा कॉलेज है, ऐसे जो हमारे यहाँ पे भी सेप्टिक टैंक है. हाँ, हमारा जो कैंटीन है तो वो कैंटीन से यानी उधर से आभा कॉलेज से कैंटीन में आए तो on the left side there is a big septic tank. So in such small institutions, individual buildings यानी हमारे छोटे मोटे मकान, big hotels, camps, etc., or undeveloped areas of the locality, such septic tanks are used for the disposal of the sewage. Where the municipal sewers are not laid, the septic tanks are adopted. You can see the photo, the sketch of here, that on the left side is inlet, means inlet of the sewage, which contains the excretal sewage from the toilet as well as the sewage also. It is collected on one tank. Two tanks are there. There are various types of the or various designs of the septic tank. One is shown here. May not be 100% replica is there, but the principle is there. Fundamental principle is anaerobic decomposition of the excretal matter or the sludge. So from one side the sewage comes, which contains the sewage and the sewage from our toilets, etc. It is allowed to settle on one part of the tank, septic tank. So naturally the sludge settles at the bottom, and the liquid or the effluent, I have given it another name, or I have given it is the scientific name. It is called as the sewage or effluent. So it is taken on the another side of the tank with the help of the submerged pipe, and it is again allowed to settle on another side, and the remaining part of the sludge also settles here. This is in one part the sludge starts accumulated and decomposes, and from the another part the remaining or that whole of the effluent, which we called as the supernatant liquid, also third name supernatant, SUPERNANT, supernatant liquid or the effluent. It is purely maximum. It does not contain the sludge. It is purely a water. It comes out and it is then allowed to percolate into the soak pit. Okay. Or with proper treatment, it can be let out into the nearby nala, etc. So this is the overall functioning of the septic tank through this sketch. There are numerous sketches I will be showing you later on in the next slides to come. Now the theory. Oh, again, I have shown you a photograph of the house. The toilet is there. Through this toilet, the sewage comes out and all the waste comes out, and it is being taken into the one tank. All those components are shown schematically with the help of the sketches. So it is just like a plain sedimentation tank, septic tank. But in septic tank, biochemical reaction by the anaerobic bacteria takes place, as in case of the sludge digestion tank. It is just like a sludge digestion tank. During the detention period, means during the detention of the sludge into that tank, डिटेंड करना है ना, रोकना, तो ये टैंक में क्या रहता है कि ये टैंक की कैपेसिटी काफी बड़ी रहती है. The design of this tank is done, or the capacity is decided on how much people are residing into the house, number of the persons, and for how much time that sewage is to be stored, means for the 6 months or 1 year, depending on that the size of the tank, because regularly we cannot dispose of. It is not connected with the sewer system, etc. So during the detention period, that is the 6 months or 1 year, the sewage is purified and the effluent is taken to the soak pits for disposal. The septic tank is provided with cover at the top for avoiding the bad smells occur during the digestion period of the sludge. Again, with the help of the photograph I tried to show, this is the house. The sewage from the sanitary as well as the sewage comes out through this pipe after the flush, etc. And then it is collected into the septic tank. The sludge settles at the bottom. Again, a tank of 2 compartments is shown here. 2 manholes are there on the top. And the sewage or the effluent or the supernatant liquid, which rises at the top and the sludge at the bottom, that supernatant liquid is taken out and it is then allowed to percolate into the percolation tank. So that is there into the functioning of the septic tank. Now, this is the sketch from your textbook. This is one of the type of the tank that has been shown, but there are various types. You can see on the left side, on the top it is the cross sectional elevation, and on the bottom in that sketch or in that drawing is the plan. So we will first understand the top one, that is the cross section, and then we will see according to that the plan. So from the left side the sewage comes. The septic tank is watertight and the material used are resistant to corrosion. ये जो septic tank है, ये एक तो as it is a tank, it is a rectangular or square. Generally rectangular is there. Length is more than the width. It is wholly surrounded or constructed below the ground level as far as possible. It is made up of the plastered masonry or concrete. At the top, a concrete slab is provided in which the manhole is there for regular maintenance of this tank. On there is another part of this septic tank on the right side is the soak pit. Again, this soak pit is also like it's a small sized tank, either rectangular or circular, constructed out of the perforated masonry. यानी ये सोक पिट जिस मैसनरी से बना है इसको बीच में परफोरेशन है, छेद है, so that, and it is filled with the material, with the aggregates, etc. At the top it is filled with the sand, and whatever effluent or the supernatant liquid comes out of this septic tank is allowed to percolate into the adjoining soil for the disposal, proper disposal. Now let us come to the part of the septic tank. The septic tank should be such that the direct currents are not established between inlet and outlet by using the submerged pipes or baffle walls near the inlet. जैसे सीवेज अंदर आता है वैसे के वैसे ही वो बाहर नहीं जाना चाहिए, उसको कहीं ना कहीं तो भी रुकाव होना चाहिए, ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन होना चाहिए. There should not be any direct currents. Therefore, near the inlet and also sometimes near the outlet, initially care is taken that both the inlet and the outlet pipes are submerged into the sewage, as well as baffle walls are provided. ये ना vertical walls, suspended baffle you can say. Baffle walls are nothing but the obstructions provided into the direct current of the flow, so that smooth direct current is not established. There should be obstruction, due to which it will help in reducing the velocity of the flow, sedimentation or settlement of the sludge particle, some scum like the soap, the oil or the fats, etc., or the grease, if it comes along with this sewage, it is allowed to float with the help of this scumming technology, that is the baffle walls and submergence of the pipe into the liquid. And later on it can be taken out at the effluent coming outside the the septic tank, that is through supernatant liquid, or manually it will be taken out. So submerged pipes and baffle walls are provided near the inlet. The scum boards may be provided near the inlet and outlet ends to prevent escape of the scum. Scum यानी मैंने अभी बताया वैसे ऐसा मटेरियल कि जिसमें साबुन का पानी है, जिसमें सम फैट्स है, ऑयल है, ग्रीस है, जो उस पानी के ऊपर फ्लोट होता है, लेकिन वो डिकम्पोज इतना इजीली नहीं होता, तो उसको निकालना जरूरी है. एंड इट मे ऑल्सो चोक और क्लॉग द फिल्टर मटेरियल ऑफ द सोक पिट. So therefore the level of outlet is about 150 millimeter, 15 सेंटीमीटर lower than inlet as shown in this figure. ठीक है, इनलेट देखिए ऊपर में है, आउटलेट नीचे में है, and in between there are baffle walls. Now we will move into the plan. ये प्लान में आपको दिखेगा कि दिस इज ए रेक्टेंगुलर टैंक encased into the masonry, and at the entry point there are two lines which shows those baffle walls. So one number is inlet pipe, 2 is the baffle wall, ये जो 2 नंबर है, 3 is inside plastering, अंदर के साइड में, क्योंकि ये वाटर प्रूफ है, ये जो टैंक है दिस इज ए वाटर प्रूफ septic tank, not the soak pit. 4th is concrete foundation. 5th is outlet pipe. 6th is ventilating pipe, है ना, इसमें से फाउल गैसेस निकलते हैं due to the anaerobic decomposition. So therefore a ventilator must be there, otherwise the foul gases will spoil the nearby atmosphere. Brick bats at the bottom. Brick bats are provided inside these soak pits. Bricks chamber without dry joints of the soak pit. Sand casing on the top and manhole at the top, that is there. These are the overall, in short, this is the 10 number, that is the manhole on the top of this slab of the septic tank. So this is in short the details of the septic tank provided. The practically how they are constructed, that is also shown here. Here you can see this is a bit different type of the tank, wherein baffle walls are there at the intermittent, 1, 2 baffle walls are there. Some partition walls are also there, and through these partition walls holes are provided, so that sewage should pass from one side to another, not from the top but from the bottom. So there will be a formation of the scum on the top as well as the sludge at the bottom, and in between the sewage, or to which we have given the name as the intermit at the effluent that comes out. Again a photograph of on the top you can see there are manholes. Supernatant liquid, I mean to say, effluent or the supernatant liquid. Try to recollect that word. Again the same thing which we have seen now at the beginning of the slide. Again the same septic tank. Another type of the septic tank wherein the sewage is allowed to enter. The pipe is below the top level of the sewage. At the bottom, at the entry with the slope to the bottom, there is a sludge collection chamber. Ahead of this sludge collection chamber, there is a wall which has got holes at the bottom or openings, so that whatever sewage that is coming inside this part will go to this part, as well as this bottom opening helps in collection of the sludge on the right side or the second compartment. Again remaining parts are the same. Outlet pipe is below the top level of the sewage, and rest is that soak pit, etc. Air vent pipe, manholes, two manholes are there. Okay, so this is the bottom opening in plan. It is shown here. Again, a different type of the septic tank. The septic tank must be provided with proper ventilation by air vent pipe. Top cover of the septic tank should be made up of the RCC and must have a manhole for the regular inspection and maintenance or cleaning. If necessary, cast iron steps है ना, अंदर उतरने के लिए कुछ पायरिया भी बना के रख दीजिए. The sludge is allowed to accumulate at the bottom of the tank and it is removed at intervals either by manual labor or pumping. ये जो नीचे जमा हुआ स्लज है जो डिकम्पोज हो रहा है, ये एक तो 6 महीने के बाद या 1 साल के बाद में इसको either with the help of the pump or with the help of the manual labor it is removed and the tank is again emptied for the another use, for the next use. This is, or the septic tanks may be constructed in series to act like two-stage sludge digestion tanks, but the single-stage tanks are very popular. है ना, ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं. हमारे पास में जगह है तो हम इन सीरीज दो टैंक बनाएंगे, एक में कलेक्शन होगा, दूसरे में डाइजेशन होगा, कैपेसिटी भी बढ़ेगी, लेकिन जनरली एक ही टैंक वापरते हैं. सो द सेप्टिक टैंक combines the functions of the sedimentation tank and the sludge digestion tank and the sludge storage tank. ठीक है, तीनों काम करता है. सेडिमेंटेशन टैंक यानी स्लज सेडिमेंटेशन के लिए भी हेल्प करता है, स्लज को डिकम्पोज होने के लिए भी करता है और स्लज को जमा होने के लिए भी ये काम करता है. सो these are the three functions the septic tank performs. The accumulation of sludge at the bottom of the tank decreases its storing capacity. As the septic tank needs to be cleaned or should be cleaned every 6 to 12 months, है ना. इसमें नीचे में स्लज जैसे जैसे जमा होता है वैसे वैसे इसकी कैपेसिटी कम होती जाती है, तो इसलिए 6 महीने में या 1 साल में इसको साफ करना जरूरी है. ठीक है, ये फिर से 3 कंपार्टमेंट ऑफ द septic tank is shown. From one side the sewage comes from the house. Again a partition wall is there which has got the opening at the bottom. Here the sludge comes or that sewage comes. Again sludge settles in this compartment and decomposes. Again the remaining part of the sewage also flows into this third compartment which has got the pipe at the top and there some openings at the bottom also. Here the sewage and the liquid, more liquid in form is stored here. Again bit part of the sludge sediments here settles here and the remaining clear watery part of the sewage or the supernatant liquid comes out or is taken out into the soak pit. Again I tried to show you how actually these tanks are provided. Again on the right side, again a 2 compartment tank with the opening at the center is shown. इसके साथ में कभी कभी बैफल वॉल भी प्रोवाइड करते हैं अपस्ट्रीम और डाउनस्ट्रीम. Now we will see into the design aspects of the septic tank and then we will see some numerical of the design. Generally the capacity, the first is the capacity. It is decided, as I have told you earlier, by taking the consideration of the quantity of the flow and detention period. So quantity of flow will depend on how much persons are living in that house, in that area. It is designed based on the per capita basis, which varies from 60 to 110 liters per person to be served by the septic tank. The space for sludge is kept usually at the rate of 15 to 45 liters per capita per year. ठीक है, जो सीवेज आ रहा है वो 60 to 110 लीटर्स पर पर्सन, लेकिन इसमें जो स्लज है that sludge part is considered, or that solid part is considered as 15 to 45 liters per person per year, है ना। हमको जब टैंक हम डिजाइन करेंगे, न्यूमेरिकल देखेंगे, तो उसमें ये इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। डिटेंशन पीरियड, इनिशियल डिटेंशन पीरियड varies from 12 to 72 hours, means detention of that supernatant liquid, not the sludge. sludge तो हम 6 महीने या 12 महीने के बाद में ही निकालते हैं, लेकिन इनिशियल डिटेंशन ऑफ दैट लिक्विड पार्ट which is taken out into the soak pit is 12 to 72 hours. Generally it is 24 hours or 1 day. The freeboard provided to this septic tank should not be less than 400 to 600 millimeters. 40 से 60 सेंटीमीटर से कम नहीं रहना चाहिए. Again, a provision is made for the accumulation of the gases, clearing of the gases, and also for any increased quantity of the sewage. Shape generally rectangular with length to breadth ratio 2:4 or 1:2. ठीक है, यानी if length is 4 meters, then the breadth is 2 meters. Disposal of the effluent of the septic tank is highly odorous, should therefore be carefully discharged by following method: absorption trenches, gardening, natural waters, soak pits, soak wells, subsurface irrigation, surface or the flow irrigation, or maybe in trickling filters if it is large in quantity. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि सेप्टिक टैंक छोटे छोटे घरों के लिए तो हम करते ही है, लेकिन कभी कभी एक आधी कॉलोनी है और वहां पे नियर बाय कोई वाटर कैरेज सिस्टम नहीं है, then also we can provide the septic tank. Or like our college, a huge institution, we have our own independent septic tank and the treatment units, etc. Now let us move into the another part of that septic tank, that is the soak pit. In Marathi it is called as the Shosha Khadda, absorption trench, you can say. Soak pit, Shosha Khadda or absorption trench. It is either circular or square pit, khadda, of sufficient dimension. The total depth of the soak pit varies from 1.2 to 1.8 meters. Its sketch is shown here. I will explain you later on. The pit is filled with brick bats or coarse aggregate. ये जो खड्डा है, ये खड्डे का ये जो soak pit है, this soak pit is encased. यानी encased means इसके अंदर से this is excavated into the soil below the ground level, and it is encased or it is constructed out of the perforated masonry, brick masonry or the stone masonry. Means ये जो masonry बनाई है इसको छेद है बीच में से, and this tank or this pit is filled with the brick bats, ईंटों के टुकड़े, or the coarse aggregate 20 mm, 10 mm, 40 mm, etc. And at the top the coarser sand is covered. सबसे ऊपर में उसके ऊपर sand रखते हैं, which acts as a filter material. And at the top this soak pit is covered with the concrete slab or the concrete roof, which has the manhole at the top, manhole cover, so that regularly it should be, if needs to be cleaned, etc., then for that purpose manhole is provided. Inlet pipe is there, effluent supernatant liquid that comes out of the septic tank. वहां से liquid आता है और at the center generally this effluent or the influent for this supernatant liquid enters, is taken from top or at the middle depth of this tank. बीच में इसको लाया जाता है और बीच में at the center some arrangement is made to collect and to spread either outside in the bottom, and it also moves towards the top. Naturally, it percolates through all these brickbats and the coarse aggregates, etc. इन ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ द टाइम, समय के साथ में उसके ऊपर में एक फिल्म तैयार हो जाती है एरोबिक बैक्टीरिया की. Then two things happen, either aerobic bacteria as well as the anaerobic bacteria. They decomposes whatever organic matter is there into this supernatant liquid. बहुत कम रहता है इसमें. And later on it is allowed to percolate into the adjoining soil. The effluent is applied into the pit so that aerobic bacteria film on the surface of the brickbat oxidizes the dissolved organic matter like the trickling filter. The wastewater then percolates into the ground and thus finally disposed of. The size of the pit depends upon quantity of effluent, that is the supernatant liquid, and the permeability of soil. The details of the soak pit are shown here. Okay, these are the details of the soak pit. Again, a type of the soak pits that nowadays we provide near in our villages. Again, a type of the toilet or the previous we provide on the left side. On the right side, actual construction into our रूरल एरिया और द विलेजेस है ना. अभी हर गांव में ये गवर्नमेंट का काम चालू है और नहीं है तो हमने जरूर इसका फायदा लेना चाहिए. इफ पॉसिबल हमने खुद ने कर लेना चाहिए फॉर द प्रॉपर मेंटेनेंस ऑफ द सैनिटेशन एंड सेफ्टी. एडवांटेजेस, it does not require advantages of the septic tank. It does not require special attention or skilled supervision. एक बार बना लिया तो फिर साल 6 महीने देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. The cost is quite reasonable. It removes about 90% of the BOD, biochemical oxygen demand, and 80% of the suspended solids. There is reduction in the volume of about 60% to 30% less into the wet. The sludge, effluent, and the scum obtained from the septic tank can be disposed of easily without causing serious nuisance. Some disadvantages: if due to the constructional fault there are leakages into the slab of the tank, then those leakages causes air pollution. The working of the septic tank is unpredictable and non-uniform. It requires excessive size for serving more persons. And if tank is not properly functioning, the effluent is dark, again due to the septic condition or anaerobic bacteria. यदि इसका बराबर प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग नहीं रहा, रेगुलर फ्लो, इनफ्लो एंड आउटफ्लो डज नॉट टेक्स प्लेस, तो फिर ये एफ्लुएंट इज डार्क ड्यू टू द anaerobic bacteria and foul smelling worse than influent. ठीक है, बाहर निकलने वाला जो है उसका स्मेल गंदा आता है. Now we will move into the next part and very important part is the design part of the septic tank. ठीक है, इसको आता ही है डिजाइन, बिल्कुल 100% आता है along with the theory. And it is very interesting, means don't take it otherwise because it is useful for you people also. ये डिजाइन बहुत इजी है, तो आप सेप्टिक टैंक खुद डिजाइन कर सकते हैं, खुद बांध भी सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो नाउ डिजाइन ए सेप्टिक टैंक फॉर ए कॉलोनी. एक छोटी सी कॉलोनी है ना, खेड़ जैसे एखादा विलेज बोलेंगे आप, जहां पे 100 लोग, 100 घर है, 100 क्वार्टर्स आर देयर. एज्यूम ऑल अदर द डाटा रिक्वायर्ड. जो भी और डाटा लगता है वो हम एज्यूम करिए करके उसने बोला है. 100 क्वार्टर्स, वाटर सप्लाईज 200 लीटर्स पर कैपिटा पर डे. हर क्वार्टर में 5 लोग रहते हैं. नंबर ऑफ द पर्सन्स आर इन पर क्वार्टर इज 5 numbers. Sewage generation 80% of the water supply. We have done such types of the quantity calculation earlier also. Detention period is 18 hours, that is detention period of the sewage. क्लीनिंग पीरियड, साफ सफाई, once in year, साल में एक बार. लेंथ टू ब्रेड्थ रेशियो 4:1. Depth of storage water 1.8 meters. All these are the assumptions. These are not the data given. This is, if not given, we have to assume all these things. Sludge deposit, हमने देखा था 15 to 45 liters per person per year. It is here taken as 30. Sludge deposit means every person will produce this much sludge, that is 30 liters per person per year. Freeboard to that septic tank is 30 centimeter. Generally अपन ने देखा था 30 to 50 or 45 is provided. Now let us come to the solution. So total wastewater coming to septic tank 100 quarters, 5 persons per quarter, 200 liters per capita per day is the water used, out of which 80% converts to the sewage. So 80,000 liters per day is the sewage produced by the colony of 100 quarters. Its detention period is 18 hours. Means this 80,000 लीटर पर डे प्रोड्यूस्ड. एक ही साथ में 80,000 आएगा क्या? नहीं आएगा. लेकिन इसको 18 घंटे हमें रोक के रखना है वो टैंक में. So therefore the capacity of the tank required is 80,000 divided by 24, means per hour how much sewage is produced. So 80,000 divided by 24 hours per hour multiplied by 18 hours, because 18 hours is the detention period. For 18 hours the quantity of the sewage is 60,000 liters. ठीक है. I request again you all to please calculate on your own. Unfortunately we are on the internet or online teaching. We cannot perform with the help of the calculator. So I am trying to show you direct solution. But again it will be my request to all of you to please solve on your own. है ना, एक बार देख के सॉल्व कीजिए. नोट्स दिया है मैंने आपको, और ये वीडियो भी आप देख सकते हैं. देखना ही चाहिए आप लोगों ने, ऐसी तो हमारी सबकी इच्छा है डिपार्टमेंट की. So that you will understand how the calculations are done. So capacity of the tank is 60,000 liters. So capacity requirement for sludge accumulation, है ना, 30 liters per year per capita sludge is produced. 30 liters per year per capita, 5 persons per house, 100 house or 100 quarters. So yearly sludge accumulation is 50,000 liters per year. Sludge means that solid part accumulation is 15,000 liters per year. So 60,000 is the sewage regularly coming and 15,000 is the accumulation of the sewage sludge. So total capacity of the tank required is 60,000 plus 15,000, that is 75,000 liters. Its depth is assumed as 1.8 meters. So therefore 75,000 liter यानी 75 cubic meter, है ना, 1,000 liters is 1 cubic meter. So 75,000 divided by 1,000 is equal to 75 cubic meter is the capacity of the tank required. We have earlier assumed that the depth of the tank to be 1.8 meters. So therefore volume divided by depth will give you the plan area of the septic tank. So 75 divided by 1.8 meter depth will give you the plan area, which is 41.67 meter square. We have been earlier given that length to breadth ratio is 4:1. यानी लेंथ यदि 4 मीटर है तो ब्रेड्थ 1 मीटर है, ओके। और लेंथ इज इक्वल टू b/4 और ब्रेड्थ लेंथ इज इक्वल टू 4b और b is equal to L/4. So area is equal to length into breadth. Length is equal to 4 times breadth. So 4b into b, that is length into breadth, is equal to 41.67 meters square. Therefore breadth is equal to square root of 41.67 divided by 4. So breadth is equal to 3.25. Length is 4 times breadth, 4 into 3.25, that is 13 meters. And depth of the tank is 1.8 plus 0.5 is the freeboard minimum required. And we have assumed it as 30 centimeters, but required is 50 centimeters. So we have taken 50 centimeters. So 1.8 plus 0.5 is 2.3. So this is the design of the septic tank: length, breadth, and the depth. Now we will move on to the next part, that is the soak pit design. The only design of the septic tank is not required. Along with his soak pit design is also required. Now wastewater coming out of the tank, we have seen 80,000 liters per day. It is assumed that it percolates into the soil through the wall of that soak pit at 1500 liters per meter cube per day. Okay, this is also one of the assumption. Let us assume that the percolation rate is 1500 liters per meter cube per day. So therefore volume means meter cube of the medium which is there into the subpit. So volume of the filter media is 1000 divided by 1500, which is equal to 53 meter cube. So that is the volume of the soak pit. Let us take its depth as the 2.5 meters. So area is equal to 53, that is volume, divided by 2.5, that is 21.2 square meter. If it is taken as circular, then it is equal to pi d square by 4. Pi is known, only unknown is the depth, diameter. So diameter is found out, it is equated to pi d square by 4. And by knowing the depth or the diameter, sorry, pi d square by 4 means diameter. So diameter of the soak well is equal to area multiplied by 4 divided by pi, iska square root. So that is 5.2 meters. So 5.2 meter in circle diameter and 2.5 meters in the depth is the size of it. Okay, so in this way we have designed the septic tank along with soak pit. Let us similar numerical similar type. We will repeat it with the figures changed. Design a septic tank for a colony with 150 person. Assume all other data required. Given is number of person 150 number. अब यहाँ पे क्वार्टर नहीं है, persons है, 150 persons, and water supply is 120 liters per person per day. 120 अपन जो लीटर पर कैपिटा पर डे बोलते हैं वैसे LPCD liters per capita per day water supply. It is assumed that the sewage is 80% of the water supply. Detention period is 24 hours. पहले न्यूमेरिकल में हमने वो 18 hours लिया था. Cleaning period once in year. Length to breadth 3:1. Depth of the storage of water is 1.5 meter. Sludge is 30 liters per person per year. Freeboard is required is 30 centimeter, but provided is 50 centimeter. So therefore now the solution part comes. So the total wastewater coming to septic tank is 120 liters multiplied by 150 persons and 80%, means 14,400 liters per day. Detention period is 24 hours. So therefore the capacity of the tank required is total literage for the whole day, means for the 24 hours detention it will be same 14,400 liters. Sludge accumulation is 30 liters per capita per year, not per day, 30 liters per capita per year multiplied by 150% and 1 year. So it is 4,500 liters per year. So the sewage quantity, that is 14,400 plus 4,500 sludge quantity, will be the volume of the septic tank or the total capacity of the septic tank. 14,400 plus 4,500, 18,900 liters divided by 1000, that is 18.9 cubic meter. Now the depth we have decided 1.5 meters, and the depth is in your control. 1.5 to 2.5 you can provide any depth. So the volume divided by depth will give you the plan area of the septic tank, है ना. ये जो यहाँ पे रेक्टेंगुलर प्लान एरिया बताया है वो बताएगा, वो मिलेगा. तो वॉल्यूम 18.9 by 1.5, that is 12.6 meter square is the plan area. Length to breadth ratio हमें दिया है, L is equal to 3 times the breadth. So the area is equal to length into breadth, that is the 3 times breadth multiplied by breadth. The area is 12.6, so we can find out the breadth is equal to 12.6 by 3, उसका स्क्वायर रूट, ये b स्क्वायर आता है इसलिए, है ना. जब तक आप ये ऐसा देख के तो आपको बहुत इजी लगेगा, समजला का नाही सूरज. पाहायला सोपं जाईल, सोडवायला कठीण जाईल. सोडवायलाही कठीण नाही, पण सोडवून पहा. I request you all, not only Suraj, but everybody should try and solve. You will be expert in future. यानी आगे में इसी लाइन ऑफ एक्शन से सभी सेप्टिक टैंक बनाए जाते हैं. और इस कोणाचा माइक चालू है? हाँ, please shut your mic. So therefore we have found out the breadth as 2.05 meter. We have rounded it to 2.1 meter, है ना. कम नहीं रखना है हमें, थोड़ी ज्यादा रही तो चलेगी. और ज्यादा इसलिए भी कि 2.05, 2.03 ये साइट पे बनाने को तक लेआउट देने को तकलीफ जाती है. So the figure should be as much near to the rounding as possible. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, ठीक है. So the breadth is 2.1. इसके 3 times is the length. So 2.1 into 3, that is 6.3 meters. We can provide it to 6.5 meters also. It is rounded here to 6 meter, but it should be 6.5 meters. So area is equal to 2.1 into 6.3, that is 12.6 square meter, which is the required area. Total depth is 1.5 plus 0.3 freeboard, 1.8 meters. So tank dimensions are 6 meters by 2.1 by 1.8 meter. So this is, in short, we have solved two numericals, bit different types of the design of the septic tank. ठीक है. और अच्छा चलो इसका सोकपिट डिजाइन बचा ही है, हमारे पास में समय भी है. So waste water coming out from the septic tank is 14,400 liters per day. Percolation rate again assumed as 1500 liters per meter cube per day. यदि नहीं दिया है तो again percolation into the soil through the walls of the soak pit, perforated walls. Percolation rate निकाला हमने, assume किया. टोटल जो सीवेज आने वाला है सुपरनेटेंट लिक्विड 14,400 है, डिवाइडेड बाय percolation rate will give you the volume of the soak pit or volume of the filter media. 14,400 divided by 1500, 9.6 meter cube. Let us provide a depth of 1.5 meters. So therefore the volume divided by depth will give you the plan area. So 9.6 divided by 1.5 is 6.4 स्क्वायर मीटर, है ना. ये आप रेक्टेंगुलर भी दे सकते हैं, स्क्वायर भी दे सकते हैं, सर्कुलर भी दे सकते हैं, है ना. जो बांधने के लिए इजी है वो देना है. यहां हमने सर्कुलर दिया है. डायमीटर ऑफ द सोक वेल, बिकॉज एरिया इज इक्वल टू पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4, it is equated to pi d square by 4. D is the diameter of the well. Depth we have decided earlier 1.5 meter. So therefore that area into 4 divided by pi और उसका square root will give you the diameter of the soak well or soak pit, which is 2.85, है ना. ये 2.9 भी रख सकते हैं आप. So these are the dimensions of the soak pit, whose diameter is 2.85 and whose depth is 1.5. So these are the over and all the details of the septic tank. Next time we will see, we will take the break here. Next time we will see the details of the biogas plant. We will understand the fundamentals of the biogas plant. These are the biogas plant. Maybe in your area, आपके भी area में होगा, with the help of the cow dung और गोबर से गैस बनाने का plant. So we will try to understand. हमारे को बहुत डिटेल में नहीं है, लेकिन we have to understand the basics, what are the various components are provided, and then we will move on to the next part, that is the industrial wastewater. है ना. We may need more 3 to 4 lectures for completion of this unit.